been so difficult, okay? And this is, in my opinion, as the founder of Strike, what we've identified is that historically, lenders have rehypothecated Bitcoin. The rates are outrageous. You can't get the right size loan. Some lenders can't go low enough to meet your needs. Some lenders can't be institutional grade. And then just the experience, being able to refinance a loan, multiple loans, being able to easily withdraw the cash, put collateral, meet your margin calls, okay? But I just want to show you guys, so a traditional margin loan, and for those that don't know what that is, take your stock portfolio. If you wanted to get a loan against that, this is the overnight funds rate, plus that's 0.5% to 1.5%. So when Elon Musk gets a loan, Elon Musk is getting rates at like 4, 5, 6, 7%. If we all wanted a loan on our Bitcoins, the market before I got on this stage was like 20%, 15%, extremely high, outrageous. And when everyone says, all these professional economists, they're like, well, Bitcoin's risky, it's volatile. No, it's not. This is the Magnificent Seven's 1-year volatility, and the orange one in the middle is Bitcoin. It's no more risky and volatile. Okay, I give it to you. It's a little bit more volatile than Apple, but it's far less volatile than Tesla. Why am I paying 20% a year for a loan? Screw you, it didn't make any sense to me, right? This is Bitcoin's volatility. So the pink is Bitcoin's volatility, the orange is Bitcoin's price. Okay? So you can clearly see it took a toddler to be able to recognize this. As Bitcoin matures, its volatility goes down. And Bitcoin's volatility is at a point now where it's no more risky than a Tesla stock. We should not be paying double-digit rates for a loan. We should not have to have lenders that are rehypothecating, right? For the life of me, I could not understand. I own $0, and I'd had to sell my Bitcoin over the last year to live my life. And for the life of me, I could not wrap my head around why this market was so screwed up. And so that brings me to our announcement. So I personally believe the future of Bitcoin and lending is now. I think this asset class obviously started at zero, where there was no wealth in this asset. It's now over $2 trillion in market cap, meaning there is $2 trillion of newly created wealth that all of us in this room play a part in owning. We want access to that wealth. We want to get married. We want to buy a house. We have an emergency medical situation. We want to start a business. But we don't want to sell the sats. And so at Strike, we built it. So about a month ago, we launched our Bitcoin lending product. And I'm a big fan of just get the product to market. I'm not a genius that predicts what you guys want, how you want it. I like getting things in your hands, opening my Twitter account, taking all the abuse that you give me, but it's good feedback. And it's like, okay, you guys want cheaper rates. You want to make sure your collateral's not rehypothecated, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I told you guys, before the end of the month, I would do it for you. I promise, I'm a man of my word. I try and be. And so I want to talk to you guys about where Strike's lending product is today, because I think you're going to be really excited. First of all, no rehypothecation, okay? But yes, your collateral, when deposited into Strike, it sits with us and the partners, and it does not move. It sits in a Bitcoin address. It is your collateral for the duration of your loan. We couldn't quite make it for this announcement. We are excited for a proof of reserves version of this product, but we do not rehypothecate anything. The Bitcoin never moves. There's no yield, there's no gimmicks, there's no nothing. You deposit the Bitcoin, it sits right here securely through the duration of your loan. Okay, I want to make that. Someone clip this and tweet it. I could not make that more clear. Cool? Cool. Next, yes, what about costs? I believe, and I don't want to, so take it with a grain of salt, but I believe we are the first financial institution of our scale, size, and caliber that is regulated, that is now officially giving out loans for a single-digit interest rate. By the way, if you wanted to get a home equity loan from Bank of America, it'll cost you 9.5%. We have finally found the capital and driven this market down, where we can give you a single-digit Bitcoin loan. Okay, it's unbelievable. I'm so proud of the team. You guys can go to our website and check out the tiers and see where you would fit in. We've also dropped our minimums all the way down to 10K. And so we will serve as low as a $10,000 loan. And on a per loan basis, I can give you guys up to $1 million. Okay? So, Naib Bukele, if you're out there, you want a loan, I got you, brother. I got you. And President Trump, I got you. Got you. We also rolled out today multiple loans. So you can open up as many loans on Strike as you want. The current, we have it at 3. We're going to keep raising that. Okay? Just bear with us as we scale. But the point is, you can open up a new loan to pay off and refinance your old loan. You can open up a new one at a different Bitcoin price, different terms, whatever. Multiple loans, refinancing this product. And then also, I just want to mention that Strike's a financial service, right? And so we've had customers that needed to make a down payment on a home in about 30 minutes, and they were able to do that. Download Strike, deposit Bitcoin. There's no credit checks. So, one customer called me and said, "Jack, trust me. I went to Stanford. I can tell you, no, Jack. You don't need to prove to me who you are. I got the Bitcoin. It's sitting here at the address. Take the cash, go buy your house, right? Withdraw it easily to your bank. Pay your bills. Buy more Bitcoin." And so this is where the product is. We're going to bring it to Africa, Latin America, Europe, the UK. We're going to expand it, but we are beyond excited. I've almost taken it a bit personally to try and pioneer this. I really do not want Bitcoiners to have to sell their Bitcoin if they can responsibly borrow against it. So the last thing I just want to say, at Strike, we build products we want. I want you guys to know I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Now, a lot of you are like, does Strike have a Bitcoin treasury? We don't know how much Bitcoin they own. Do they actually believe in the products they sell? So I put out our financials about a month ago as I launched, another company, 21. I wanted you guys to get some transparency. Do you know some of the earliest customers of our product? Me and my company. Okay. So at Strike, these are some of our financials, but Strike owns 1,500 Bitcoin in our treasury. So I'm a homestead sacker, baby. You know that. And I want you guys to know it's for both individuals and businesses. And so hopefully this draws some inspiration for the people out in the room. If you're a business and you sweep your cash flows into Bitcoin, that's compounding at 50-60% a year. You have a capital base, a savings account that's actually working for you. If we have 150, 200, $500 million on our balance sheet in Strike, let's say I need to go get a license in Australia for $1 million. I can borrow against a fraction of our stat, go buy the license, launch in Australia. It's an amazing way, no dilution, no selling our sats, right? It's a beautiful from a business, and the way I use it personally is the same thing. I borrow against 2 to 5% of my personal stat. The market goes down, I can over collateralize. And since the product launched, I was the earliest beta customer. And I've never sold a sat since. I have not sold Bitcoin since this product launched, which is amazing. And I live on Bitcoin. So, anyways, I have a vicious fiat cycle, right? And this is the one that we're trying to build. And it's not just us. There's great companies doing similar stuff. But if you can borrow fiat, keep Bitcoin off the market, that accelerates the death of this awful thing, which increases Bitcoin's utility. We're seeing Bitcoiners change the world, get married, buy a house, and everything builds on itself. Okay? So I want to tell you guys quickly, please be responsible. This is debt. Debt, it's like fire, in my opinion. It can heat civilization, it can warm a home. But if you go to crazy